Welcome back, Carlos. You are joining us after quite a lot of recording. So far, remember how I told you Tony Stark was gonna drop the ball
Most
because
definitely.
he brought back the Hulk in
But
demon form.
wasn't the Hulk under
He
like an
could.
evil
Banner
incantation or
was.
something?
Yeah, Banner was seduced to the dark side, and Tony Stark made a gamma ray gun to try and hit the parchment of power. Johnny Blaze, R.I.P., ripped to a fake one. Um,
He died?
he got hit by the gamma gun, and he was annihilated after trying to sell us to Mephisto to us from keep the prophecy from happening. So Robbie had complicated feelings about him, but Peter, being the best friend you could ever have, stuck by his friend and was like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm only here to support Robbie emotionally." And I'm like, "This man here." Then Venom, when Venom was going through his emotional crisis, Peter stood by
Eddie
Eddie,
Brock.
into which I said, "I get why the symbiote thinks of him as Saint Peter." Because he goes through hell and high water for people he
For
shouldn't.
help. Yep.
Yes, yes. Spider Man's one of the few heroes that can lift Thor's hammer because he's a champion in that he doesn't ask for money for what he does. He's actually
So
dropped
that's why he can lift Thor's hammer?
the requirements are very odd. If Odin can always lift it because Odin cast the spell on it. He was the original spellcaster. But you have to be a worthy champion, which is why Cyclops, Storm, Spider Man on several occasions has lifted Thor's hammer, and in crossover comics with DC, Wonder Woman is able to lift it. But that also makes sense. The Hulk's able to lift it out of pure rage because, unlike the other Hulks, he's not bound by a limitation, as in, like, General Ross's Red Hulk overheats and then
Yeah.
goes back to human form. The Hulk can keep getting angrier to where he can lift the mountain. Literally.
It's been so long since I've prayed. I'm afraid I forgot how. Maybe you can help me find my way a little better?
It has been a while since I have seen you here, Sarah.
I guess when you live forever, places of worship take on a different significance. It doesn't seem so important to turn to a high power when you're not faced with the inevitability of death. But now, death, to even us immortals, is becoming an inescapable inevitability. So here I am, asking for guidance. But the Elder Gods are long gone. Only whispers of their power remain. So I've been sitting here quietly, trying to listen to whatever advice they have to offer, if any.
All right, so I'm gonna level with everybody here. I need some serious emotional music. I don't. The hunter doesn't make it out of this. That's becoming terribly clear. Saving Wanda cracked my collar a little bit more, and we don't know what happens when the collar's gone. I need to make sure all of these people are gonna be fine when I'm gone.
They would want you to have faith that we can get through this.
What? Like wait for a miracle? No, Hunter, that will not do. Sometimes I think you rely too much on the powers of light your ancestors gifted you. But what we need right now is swift action. Perhaps I
You
should be
are
asking
never
Agatha.
happy.
She would know better than I what to do. Her spirit has only made herself known for one night, and she's already done more to heal the wounds of this team than I have in 6 months.
Agatha has been here in spirit longer than that.
She has. Hunter, how long has she been here?
Since the night I was resurrected.
And you didn't tell me. Why?
Honestly, I did not think you would believe me.
Why not?
I was the only one who could see Agatha's apparition. If I had told you, you would either think I was crazy or just telling ghost stories.
You don't know that. Maybe I would have listened.
Bitch, you haven't
Since
listened
I've been
since
back
the
from the
beginning of
dead,
this
you
story.
have not been exactly one to listen
Okay.
or have an open mind. Do you know that?
Yes, you're right. I've been closed off, but I'm making a resolution to be more open. If we survive, I hope to learn more soft skills from her. She was always the more maternal one out of the two of us.
I will not argue with you there. Well, I should leave you to your prayers.
Let's hope someone answers them. Thank you, Hunter, but I'd like to
I've
alone
got a
until-
reverse train to instigate. I gotta find Wanda and Ileana and Nico. Oh, they're all in their rooms.
Does not seem right to intrude in their space. I would not want to break anyone's stuff. It is doubtful there is anything hidden in the barracks.
Alright, so I think we should go ahead and check the altar, then see if there's anything. Go ahead and get another day started. Yeah, so far, Banner's come back. Our Ghost Rider almost got KO'd by him.
Yeah,
And-
Ghost Rider takes off.
Yeah, Ghost Rider was doing them boys some damage. Like we hit Banner with the penance stare, everything. Like we had to whip out the big guns on him, and that barely did the trick. He just got back up angrier. And I'm like, whew, I forgot how dangerous the Hulk was. So right now we have we've got a fully devil powered Hulk to deal with, and yeah, because remember how I told you earlier the Hulk's power comes from not Mephisto but the devil himself, like even deeper than Mephisto, the actual literal devil. Yeah, so now Hulk is using full sentences and talking smack with the best of them. To which I say, I don't think Peter's his friend anymore. Oh, I just figured out what this book is for. That book is for if I hang out with Doctor Strange. Nope. Alright, so as you see, my biggest friendship, so with Nico, Magic, and Wanda. I'm not saying I've been trying to instigate something. I'm just saying I'm ready for the occasion.
Think Doctor Strange knows Merlin?
Hell yeah.
I'm still waiting.
You know what I mean? You gotta keep your friends close. And your macaroni staring partners even closer.
Woo. Boy.
Oh wow, she is so fucking rude. Meet me at Agatha's shrine. Agatha Grace's. Oh, wow. We already did that ritual. I don't check my device at all.
An undeniable essence of power.
How's it going, boss?
All right, so we did the Gray Seneschal, and then Caretaker showed up, ruined the ritual, and Magic came up with an idea to banish Mephisto. The devil showed up to banish Mephisto, and I had to let her invoke her power through me, and it ended up burning my soul. So the hunter's not going to be involved in a few missions. So the rest of the team has to fend for themselves.
Okay, who the freak ate my ramen? I can't believe someone would do this to me.
Do what?
Someone ate my ramen, dude. I even made the perfect egg to go on top of it too. It was so beautiful, I almost cried.
A vegan egg?
Yup, so scrumptious.
Do you need help making more?
Do you even know what ramen is?
It is a soup you put in the microwave, correct?
It's more than soup. It's comfort. Like a hug, but warmer and tastier. Add a fried egg on top and 2 tablespoons of chili oil, some green onion for aesthetic. Oh, it becomes a work of art. No offense, but making more might be out of your wheelhouse. Microwaves beep and boop.
I would still like to try.
I know, I just rather have, like, the person who ate it to come clean and apologize to me. Look, I don't mind sharing my love for ramen with people. Hell, I'd be happy to make it for anyone who asked. But stealing it from me after I slaved away making a bowl of it? Ugh, only a monster would do that.
I understand. I hope you find who did this.
Oh, I will. All I have to do is follow the sound of someone coughing their guts out. That chili oil is demonic.
Is that really what? You know what?
That jacket you wear looks comfortable and yet gives off an air of security.
Hunter? Wow, I'm blushing now.
You keep fanning that fire, Nico. I'm gonna need it. All right. We had missions to go on, right? Right. Intel to decrypt.
Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
Ah, I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin? She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those 2 deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
All right.
It's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmortar.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbone's data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go. Hope you're not afraid to get dirty, Hunter.
Sir, I've been trying to get dirty for quite some time. Nico and Wanda just can't decide who gets to go first.
I'm ready when you are. I'm not gonna sleep well after reading this.
All right, so
I should keep someone busy.
scratch my back.
See you soon.
All right, so Blade
Going into
defeated
those tunnels
Dracula.
underneath Mount Wundagore. Get ready
And
for
if
some
you
good
don't
old-fashioned
forget, Sin,
grinding slime.
Red Skull's
Are you
granddaughter,
saying the Red
is
Skull did not value comfort?
a vampire.
Guy was a
So that
Nazi,
her and
said he was a
Crossbones
color
dated is
flame
kind
big
of
toe.
odder.
Doubt he was
You know what I
trucking in
mean?
lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
If you are confident you know where to go, then I will be right there beside you.
Smart, Hunter. Real smart. Trust me and we'll get in and out of there before Hydra knows what's up.
With any luck, we will learn the Skull's secrets quickly.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The Skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Your jokes are mordering me, Logan.
Whoa, nice German humor, Hunter. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to you right now.
Danke.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that,
I hate how they got his beard like so close.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Like comic book accurate beard.
Tell ya,
Bro, like I just don't like it,
bunch
bro.
of spooky
You know what I don't like? That he's not 5'3".
mile away.
Okay, Wolverine is
See,
5
that's
foot.
what you, yeah. No,
Wolverine is a short guy. Oh, I gotta talk to Steve. Steve,
You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide.
the Meat Canyon video about Blue's Clues. Hey, Steve.
I have full faith in Wolverine, and I can handle myself. We will be fine, no matter what we find in those tunnels.
That is some A+ courage you're displaying, Hunter. You and Logan will make.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant Red Skull, of course.
Oh, she has a
Do you
Red
think she
Skull
knows
now.
about this
Storm
Project
hit her with
Gottmorder?
lightning, and
No
it didn't
doubts.
annihilate her
Caught
fully.
trying to raid a
So
museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts.
she now has a Red Skull
Crossbones
despite
couldn't
being a
give his intel to
vampire.
Anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmorder, good luck out there.
Hmm. Good. We making money off this one. Oh no, I'm still injured. Oh. You know what? I got my best girl on this one with me. Or should I bring my best girl and leave my second best girl at home? Carlos, what do you think the play should be here? You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. The best girl gets to go with us. The second best stays home.
More than a healing factor, you know. Get ready to check out my amazing tracking ability. I once wandered the sewers under the Hellfire, across the New York building for hours. This'll be a piece of cake. Really curious to see what the Red Skull's so interested in down there. I gotta say, if this whole chase turns out to be for buried gold, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. You ever hear the expression transia is for lovers?
No.
Me neither. There's a reason for that.
Oh, hey.
I ain't much of a conversationalist, more of a fighter.
You just carried most of that conversation, Wolverine, but I ain't gonna get into that. Anyway.
According to the map, the way into these tunnels is in a ravine at the base of the mountain.
I'm jealous that his Midnight Suns has his actual comic book colors and it looks that damn good. Look at that. Look at it.
His shit is extra raw, bro. Like, they really got him looking clean.
That, bro, I hate it. I hate it. I hate how good that shit looks and how it doesn't cling at all. You know what I mean? Like, everybody Midnight Sun suit is raw.
It seems we have been walking in circles for hours.
It's been
But Wolverine's...
I really feel like you just hating because he's 6'3" on.
You said that after
Yeah, he's 6 foot like everybody else. Like, no. No, you should be shorter than everybody else.
Well, comic book accuracy says
that went out the window a long time ago. Thanks, Hugh Jackman.
No, they said that.
Actually, they said it. They said
I've seen better.
Ambush. This
actually supposed to be
No kidding.
over 6 foot.
They were
Most
trying to
likely,
get inside that vault.
actually
Don't
gains
believe in
more.
coincidences. Which
Born
Yeah, no, that's when
more-
his adamantium was ripped out. He became taller.
So did they.
Yeah, he said like he's supposed to gain like a Neanderthal form.
Yeah, he becomes more feral because the adamantium poisoning dulls his sense of smell too. It dulls all of his senses because he's in constant pain.
You sniff that out.
So his healing factor is trying to keep him from dying to adamantium poison at all times. It stopped him from becoming feral like Creed. Sabretooth?
Too late for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sabretooth becomes more feral as time goes on. And Wolverine's healing factor makes it faster for him.
Right about that.
Because yeah.
So remember you was telling me about his shit's supposed to come out. Always supposed to come out straight.
His hands always have to be straight. Otherwise, there are comic books where he pops them out and they come out of his arms wrong. Like, if he has his arm at an angle like he's going to punch somebody in the face, discard random card when gain vulnerable. Oh! Okay. That has little effect on me. Cool. Alright, so when a player is injured, you occasionally draw injury cards. And it can severely limit your character. Like, I started off this battle with, with half health. And then I had to heal myself ASAP when the fight started. Yeah, I was supposed to avoid going on missions with the hunter or risk injuring them further. I don't trust Wolverine that much.
This shit is going berserk.
Yeah, because I want to do it, but then again, I don't want to.
He might fuck around and go all the way stupid.
No, that's not my concernicus. My concern... do we pin
I
this
ain't gonna lie, I fuck
grenade
with the
or no?
movie more than the comic. But not a cartoon. What's
Okay,
that shit?
that's because
That
you're a
ain't what I
heathen.
fuck with the cartoon.
That's because you're a heathen. The comic books are hit or miss on their storytelling. Like Spider-Man One More Day. The one where one of Kingpin's snipers takes a shot at Aunt May and Spider-Man sells his marriage to Mephisto so that they can reset him in Mary Jane's relationship. Because Spider-Man can never have anything good going on.
They're trying to get that shit turned into two.
Yeah, every time you hit them and don't KO them, they break into two. I need to fix my Wolverine because I have too many heroic cards for him. I have way too many heroic cards, and it slows down my Wolverine a lot. Yeah, those things are problematic. They make more, and they can also split themselves, but they divide the HP of whatever they're dividing. So that's why I'm not really worried about it right now. Like we got a whole heap of them, but it's not a big deal. Like we're gonna be able to one-shot everybody. Yeah. You know how long I've been waiting for this here? Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Probably hoping to hide out here if things went south. Guess he didn't make it.
We have our hands full as it is without having to worry about Red Skull too.
How about this one? It's like a vitamin B12 shot.
Nico, you are really letting me down here, baby. All right. Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas. All right, you're probably wondering why I knocked him into Wolverine so that I can gain another card. Every time you knock somebody into an ally, you draw another card.
Here's one for you.
Oh, that was a mistake. I was trying to shove him.
Ouch.
Bloody diabolical.
I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
Your mother abandoned.
I'm about to make
Your
a
mother
name.
abandoned you.
Yeah, the Lilith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, everybody can get some of this. You want Nico to do the honors, or do you want Wolverine?
What's Nico power? I never seen hers.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
You'll only see this once.
You love that shit. I told Gambit he did not do a good job for Gambit, bro.
You didn't see it. That's why.
Bro, I ain't talking about how he looked. I'm talking about how he
Yeah.
sounded. He don't even sound like the accurate cartoon in 1997.
Yes, because the cartoons were not voiced by somebody with an actual Louisiana accent that actually heard the accent before. All right, so Nico can attack up to the number of heroic points you have, and we had 10, so she got 11 attacks. That's one way to crack a safe.
Alien face, man.
What?
Like an alien face on that.
That's Red Skull.
I'd say we found your god killer.
An old enigma.
I was gonna say
Hang
go.
on. I think I might be able to decipher the sequence.
Got your decoder ring right here.
I don't like this ghost fighter. Robbie Reyes.
Let's not stick around to find out.
Johnny Blaze.
What?
I said I don't really mess with Robbie Reyes, but I'm more of a Johnny Blaze type cat.
Yeah, you only like the originals. Like people don't like the new ones better.
This way.
Look, Miles Morales was so popular. Marvel and Sony made Peter Parker Miles Morales in the MCU.
Temple of Cthulhu.
Not what I'm talking about. Better brace yourselves.
Survive against Hulk for 4 turns.
A real mean guard dog they got for this place.
You need to look for a way out. You can't beat him in a straight fight.
He'll either figure something out or die trying.
You sure know how to rally the troops.
Wolverine, you can't beat him. I'm about to make a name for myself here. Boy, they keep trying to bring up my injury.
Good one.
They trying to throw your weakness in there, huh?
Well, bruh, they trying to force me to face it.
I ain't gonna lie, the Hunter is kind of you switch up our dribble a little, but he's stupid clean. He can put his tape up back right.
Oh yeah. Listen, if I'm gonna get this choo-choo started, you know what I mean? I want to look my best.
Dog had his Prince fade going.
Yeah, but I feel like not all of the ladies was on board with that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying to have a haircut that Wanda, Nico, and Magic are all into. You know what I mean?
Bump all that.
I'm a man of the
one
people.
Was into you. Nico gonna be into you no matter what.
I mean, listen. She kind of helped bring the Hunter about. She been pole jocking on your boy since day one.
Pole jocking.
Yeah, she walked up and was like, exactly. She was up there tired. I want to see what that. She's like the black kid in every Kool-Aid commercial, every Sunny D commercial. I want that purple stuff. All right, where we at? I dropped the mountain on you, Hulk, so I'm not gonna insult you by trying to throw this on you. That's what she said. All right. All right, all of the kids away? Good.
Time to play.
Oh, he's still healing too? Oh, it's so bad. Requires 2... Jeez. All right. What we're not gonna do is redraw that one.
Hey, look. Don't die.
Yeah, no. That injury can stay in our hand.
Morpho.
Yeah, that was my point. That was my plan. Everything's going according to cake. Because the Hulk's not going to attack unless provoked.
Just like I drew.
Just keeps getting easier.
Just like I what?
Just like I drew it.
According to everything's going according to cake.
He doesn't ask much in return. Only an end to your meddling. Time to go.
I was wrong. You ever been wrong before, Carlos? I was wrong. But he can't hit that hard. My baby! How dare you put your hands on her, you bastard! Wolverine, you better not faint, bro. I can only heal Nico and myself. Or more like I will only heal Nico and myself.
This is a dangerous game of cat and mouse.
Not so enjoyable when you are the prey.
Dangerous game of cat and mouse.
All right, Wolverine. You want to smoke these boys while we got them? Because I'm about to go ham in this bitch.
Everybody dead, right?
Nah, they ain't gone yet. But we knocked a few of them out of here. Oh no, Hulk. We got enough for you, buddy. All right, Wolverine. Ooh, we don't have any Wolverine cards. Never mind. I would have got so much more out of.
I would think that Venom could like pieces of himself.
No. With Wolverine, you gotta redraw his cards for him to gain the healing ability. Oh. All right. If you don't love me, lie to my face. All right, who's aiming for Wolverine? Oh, duh. We can fix this. There we go. Didn't use my shove yet. Boy, the Hulk look like he's struggling over there, don't he? Way too close to the post. All right, cool. Damn. Well, neither one of them are going after Wolverine. So...
It's time. Gotta admit, the kid's pretty good.
So shit, bro.
Yeah.
On this shit with Venom, okay, get what? Like, can this nigga like break pieces of the symbiote off, and then other people get pieces of that shit, and then they turn them into a Venom? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking the Venom movie?
No, I'm talking about like the actual symbiote itself. Because the symbiote is Venom, right?
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's very complicated to answer this because in some stories, that is exactly what you can do. Venom can be torn apart and used to.
Because I think I seen one. What's the name? I remember when I was young, I seen one where Eddie Brock had the Venom and it made him evil, and then. Matter of fact, I think they did shit in the Tobey Maguire movie too, where they both had a black suit on fighting against each other.
No, that was in Spider-Man: Web of Shadows. I was in Spider-Man: Web of Shadows. Okay, so sometimes apply vulnerable. Nico, baby, I might need you to take a hit for Daddy. Alright, in Web of Shadows, Spider-Man and Venom both had the symbiote on at the same time. And in some Spider-Man games, the symbiote is given to Peter, but its autonomy is taken away, like in the Shattered Dimensions game. So, it's possible that the symbiote can be in more places at once. Because in this game, they explain that every piece of the symbiote is autonomous and works on Sir, your catchphrase isn't a superhero catchphrase. It's the background noise of a 911 domestic abuse call.
Yeah, like, like, okay. And the one I had seen, it was like Venom, which was Eddie Brock. He was fighting regular Spider-Man, but regular Spider-Man had to get the suit on, the actual black suit, to defeat him because the red suit wasn't, I guess hard enough.
No, the normal Spider-Man suit has no kind of inherent advantages. It's just his regular suit. In Shattered Dimensions, in Web of Shadows, Peter gets possessed by it again, the black suit. So yes and no. Sometimes it depends on who's writing the story, most of the time, because most writers, they only want one Venom and they just breed more symbiotes, because remember, symbiotes can breed asexually. So
okay, so hold on, wait. So what the fuck is Carnage symbiote? Because first off, his shit is red. His shit not even...
that is Venom's son.
But Venom is because it's I can't understand it. How the fuck if he is before Venom? Carnage is before Venom, right?
No, Carnage definitely came second. Remember in the old Spider-Man 1990s cartoon, Venom for a long time, when Spider-Man was fighting him, he had that red and blue those red and blue stripes on him?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and then remember when Carnage came along, he just had the blue stripe.
But he was red.
Yes, Carnage is the red stripe. The symbiote breaks off a part of itself and reproduces and makes a new symbiote.
That ain't a chance, kid. It's a monster.
So that's what made Carnage, basically.
Yes, it made a Carnage. In some Spider-Man stories, Carnage is born from Cletus Cassidy's blood when a part of the Venom symbiote breaks off, and Carnage's blood, Cassidy's blood mixes with him and makes Carnage. In the Ultimate Spider-Man, it's experiment mixing Spider-Man's blood with the symbiote to make Carnage, but Carnage starts eating people, much like the Venom symbiote was doing, because in the Ultimate series, symbiotes aren't actually space aliens. They're a different kind of life form altogether. That's why when the symbiote wars were happening, the Venomverse, the only symbiote that was different and worked differently was the Ultimate symbiote. That was the way they had to beat Null, the symbiote god, because that symbiote worked differently.
Coming from this god killer are unlike anything I have ever encountered.
When I gripped
Also,
it, I saw a
Spider-Man
face.
Ultimate.
The face of Chthon.
Yes, I suspected as much. The darkness I sense
Spider-Man
here is beyond the realm of mortals. It's no surprise Red Skull was seeking that level of power. This is more than just an artifact.
Yeah, in
But
this
whatever it is could represent a change in the
Spider-Man
direction
suit.
of our battle against Lilith.
Yeah, like in the new Spider-Man, Spider-Man takes the Venom symbiote back and understands that he can't give it back to Eddie, and he can't give it to Dylan or anyone, so he's gonna be the neutral party that keeps it, because he doesn't care what the symbiote does when it leaves him. So Peter takes the symbiote on himself and just takes the wheel, as Eddie turns into Bedlam and tries to force the symbiote away from him. And yeah.
Study it more. I don't think anyone should handle it until we know what it is for sure.
Very well. And how long do you think that will take?
Well, I think the world will be ending soon, so hopefully before that. I need to consult my grimoires.
Actually, a Venom.
Captain America. Caretaker's talking to her girlfriend in the library. And Venom is on a hero op. Okay. That's what that little clock symbol is.
Found a way.
When I woke up this
Oh,
morning, the Red
symbiote.
Skull was the furthest thing from my mind.
Gods.
Yet now it seems he's a key player, even from beyond the grave.
But also making
In my experience, the
think
grave is
whatever
but a
he
way
wants.
station, not a destination.
Every time I
helping
think I've got my
Spider-Man
mind
fight.
wrapped around this
Also
conflict,
making
I get thrown a curveball.
Spider-Man's professor out
Finding
of
that
that Venom.
artifact beneath Mount Wundagore destabilized me as well.
Here's hoping Strange can figure out what exactly this God Killer is. If the Red Skull had it,
now-
then it's nothing good, I'm sure.
Earlier, you mentioned.
Yeah,
Red
so is
Skull
Christian
was
clearing it up
eventually
for you?
caught.
Like a fly to a rotting carcass.
Because I always say when it comes to any comic book, it depends on the writer. There are certain stories where Wolverine is never bested Sabretooth, and there are several stories where him and Sabretooth don't fight directly all the time.
He looked beyond it for even more
Then there's some that's he his fucking brother.
Exactly. Some stories he's his brother, some stories they're just rivals. It's complicated because the stories have been written differently so many times.
But just like even in the cartoons, it wasn't said that he was his brother, but they had this rivalry. They had this rivalry, and it was an unexplained reason why they had a rivalry. So we used to think when we were younger, like, oh, they either related or it's because both of them are animals. You know what I'm saying?
No, my dad was big into comic books. So it was always clear to me as a kid that Sabretooth and Wolverine hate each other, but you don't get this whole story from Wolverine. Because when we meet Wolverine, he doesn't even know his own name. Therefore,
he doesn't know.
Yeah, like his name is James Howlett. We don't find that out until recently.
Yeah, what?
His real name is James Howlett. It's not even Logan. Logan is Sabretooth's dad's name. And he only takes on that name because when he killed Sabretooth's dad, he stole his dog tags. So he doesn't actually know anything. You know what I mean? It's just something he kept on him.
Crazy part is in this. Well, that's in the movie.
In the
that was
movies,
his dad.
yeah, and in certain comic books, that was his dad too. But here's the problem. That theory is kind of supported by mutants having siblings nearly always having similar powers. Like most siblings can't hurt each other with their powers. So like if you and your brother both had sound wave powers, you could both yell at each other full blast. You take the house down, but you two wouldn't hurt each other. Does that make sense? Like Cyclops and Havoc. They can't hurt each other with each other's powers, but their brother Gabriel can't hurt Havoc, but can hurt Cyclops, and neither of them can hurt, and Havoc can hurt Gabriel, but Cyclops can't. You get what I mean?
To fight for the greater good.
So siblings' powers usually work on a basis where their powers don't harm the other sibling because of whatever reason. I don't know whether it's being that their powers read each other as similar, so they're not to be touched, or whatever the deal is, but Cyclops and Havoc can't hurt each other. But Gabriel can hurt both of the brothers, just Havoc to a lesser degree. And Havoc can hurt Gabriel, but to a lesser degree than he'd do a normal person. So mutant powers are always weird and complicated.
Just like with...
Am I still injured? Yeah, okay, so I gotta stay home. Like all of this going out to try and save the world crowd, my soul still hurts.
Something I don't get with Quicksilver. Supposed to be
He's supposed to be Magneto's son, but he has speedster powers. That makes just as much sense as Wanda having magical powers. She's his twin sister. She's not a speedster.
Wait, Wanda is Quicksilver's sister?
She's his twin sister, yes. Wanda Maximoff, Pietro Maximoff.
What movie? The movie she wasn't his sister.
Yes, she was. Remember, in Avengers, they said, get the twins.
Guys, whatever. Hulk messed me
Yeah.
up a bunch of times.
Hold on, what movie am I watching? Wait. I'm thinking of
First Class or Days of Future
Yes.
Past.
I think Days of Future Past. It's the one when he ran around the room. He was in the
The one where they were
Yeah.
breaking Magneto out.
uh-uh.
Okay, so
The
you
one where
Ultron?
Are you thinking of?
it's an X-Men movie.
Yeah, that would be the only one that Quicksilver was in was Days of Future Past. I mean, Days of Future Past and Dark
Remember
Phoenix.
he was in the Remember he was in the basement? He didn't have a sister.
Yeah, he had a little sister that he was holding in his arms at the end of Days of Future Past. Yes.
Oh yeah, we know because we never actually watched the.
Yeah, in Days of Future Past, he had a sister. She wasn't his twin, so they completely avoided the Scarlet Witch in the X-Men universe because Marvel had already beat them to it in Avengers, Age of Ultron. Yeah, because remember, Marvel had to use a legal loophole to use both of them. To use Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch because they were both Avengers villains and they were also X-Men villains. They were also members of the X-Men.
The Hulk's rampage
Yeah.
must be stopped.
So they had a legal loophole to use them. Now, in a stroke of genius and expert pettiness, which I both agree with and love, in order to buy, because Kevin Feige got tired of not being able to write stories with the X-Men and having to write around them and having to refer to mutants as enhanced in the field, Disney decided to stop making X-Men comic books for like a 10-year span so that Fox had nothing else to nothing to make movies based on. This effectively boxed them out when Fantastic Four got put on the back burner. No new Fantastic Four movies, no new all of the Fox property movies. They just stopped making comic books of those characters.
Yes, there is always hope. But do you think it's possible I'll ever
Effectively forcing Fox into a corner to sell. Because Fox was trying to play hardball and they weren't trying to sell the rights to the X-Men because they were still making marginal money, but the critical reviews of them were horrific because they made several decisions that fans weren't in love with, like the decision to put the X-Men in leather instead of bright blue suits, which I mean, like the X-Men are Technicolor Dreamcoat Nightmare because they don't have a consistent team color theme scheme. Cyclops wears bright blue. Jean Grey sometimes wears green. Sometimes wears they wear whatever the hell they want as long as there's a red X on their suit. Either way, Fox was boxed into a corner because no new stories were coming out from Marvel for any of the properties. Blade, New Line Cinema let Blade kind of falter.
Occasionally make useful contributions.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, the first mission. Oh, gots to have that. Yeah, the Blade movies. Blade kind of just stopped because New Line Cinema just was willing to let Blade go, but Marvel wasn't ready to buy him yet. You know what I mean? Because while every Blade movie was successful, not every Blade movie was worth making. Especially after all of the trouble that came with the last Blade movie.
Yeah.
Like they had the CGI Blade's eyes open because Wesley Snipes refused to open his eyes. Literally a thing that happened. So after a while, the Blade movies weren't worth making. All right, what am I?
This is where the real magic happens.
Sweet. Oh, I'm getting credits every day.
Bye.
Bro.
All right. Now we need to make some more money.
You got a cup?
Hmm?
Why don't you bring it over here and put?
All right. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Nico, you're in charge. No, because like remember the hunter was injured and then I took him out there and then he was just like a hindrance to the team. The hunter was out there. Yeah, the hunter was out there. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh.
Attached to one of their squads in this area, and they've been using it to store communications data captured on the nearby consoles.
What the fuck?
What?
I ain't be broke.
Oh.
I believe Stark and Carol have done most of the legwork, but you still need to access those consoles to retrieve the data.
Easy enough.
What the hell are we talking about here? Who is above? Oh, nobody can handle this. All right, no whammies, no whammies.
No whammies. Big bucks, no whammies.
All right, Nico, show them why you're the team leader. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
Must be nice. Your power is only limited by your imagination. You're not going
That wasn't bad.
You know, right now the hunter's walking around the Abbey trying to see if anybody needs help with something. Hey, what you got there? Oh no, I'm fine. You sure? You don't need a don't need a hand with any. Ooh, no. Okay, all right. This is a problem. All right, I definitely need to get this no more card out of my hand. I got an idea. Alright, pro tip.
Whatever gets the job done.
Whenever you apply bleed to somebody, these guys are gonna attack the person bleeding. Can't finish them off.